So first one, elbow thoracic movement. So we're gonna go tabletop, just like this. I'm gonna take my left hand, put it at my left ear, right? Hold it lightly. Elbow's gonna line up straight right outside of that left hand. I'm gonna try to get my elbow to rotate in towards my right hand by rotating my torso, not by pulling my elbow in. So I'm gonna try to rotate my torso this way and then open it back up. Two more. Three left. 8, 9. Good. Next one, we're going cat-cow. Same thing here. I'm gonna arch like a scared little cat. I don't know why this is called cow. Right. Don't know how this looks like a cow at all. Two more. Good. Our next one, lunge to balance. So I don't care if you do reverse lunge, forward lunge, whatever you want, right? Maybe Alex knows. Moo! All right. Reverse lunge, forward lunge. I don't care what you do, but when you come back to standing, we're gonna stay off of that leg. All right. So I'm gonna go reverse lunge. Boom. I want to balance here. Try not to let your hip shift. I think that's 10. Go ahead and switch sides. So when I step back, I don't want to push my hips to that front leg side. I want to stay upright and stay on top of both legs, right? Rather than just on top of this leg, right? So I want to stay here, like that. All right, so this turns on as you go. Give me one more. Good. Clamshell. So we're going to lay on the ground on our side. Kind of fetal position with the legs, right? And then if you want to, you can go down here, fetal position. All you're gonna do, glue your feet together, open your knees up, right? So glue your feet together, open your knees up. Flip it. Feet glued together. Ooh, that side's not my friend. Last one. We come up, I believe, we're crossing jacks. Yeah, crossing jacks. Just 10, right? So open, close, open, close. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna start over. So we're just doing 2 rounds of this. So elbow thoracic first. Should be able to open up just a little bit more now. Two more. Switch sides. Cat, cow, moo. Meow. Moo. Two left. Good. Let's balance. Let's start on the other leg this time. Two left here. Switch them up. Good. Clamshells. Boom, open. Last one. Put it down. Control the down, right? It's obviously difficult to go here and keep going that way, but it's real easy to just drop that. Right, so open, close under control. Maybe one more. I got crossing jacks. Boom. Eight, 9, 10. Good. All right. So that should get us plenty warm for this first part. So we're gonna play with base of support today in a couple of exercises. And then we're gonna do a couple exercises that are kind of new. There's 3 sets of 3 exercises. We're gonna do a certain amount of reps. Now, when we do this, because a lot of people will see certain reps and then all of a sudden their form will go to crap. So let's focus on the tempo of the repetition to where it's controlled the whole time. Rather than saying pump out these reps, let's control all these reps and just happen to be doing a certain amount of them, right? So the control is more important than the number of the reps, right? I just put a number so we can switch, right? That's what that number is there for, right? The number is there because we're really looking at time under tension, and we want to get some time under tension. The number hopefully attracts that time under tension. So how we're going to do this is we break it up. There's 3 exercises to start, right? 2 of them we're going to be playing with your base of support, which means what is on the ground and what is supporting, whether it be your feet or your feet and your hands today, which will be both options. And the other one will be a new exercise for you guys. So here's how it works. New exercise, we're going to do 10 reps a side. And then the other 2 exercises are a lunge and a push-up. And we're going to mess with the base of support in those exercises. So we'll do 3 rounds of it. And then we'll move on. All right. So here's your first exercise. It's a bear swim, right? It's not a bear crawl. We're going to set up in this position, tabletop, but the knees are going to go off the ground. Now, once your knees are off the ground, this is where it gets a little interesting. Knees are off the ground, you're going to pick up one hand. You're going to go around, then around the other way. Then you're going to pick up the other hand. You're going to go around the other way. All the while, your knees are off the ground. Right? Then, after that exercise, so we'll do 10 a hand. Right? So you got to go boom and boom. That's 1. Right? Then, we're going to play around with the base of support in a lunge. Right? So the first one I want you to do is your feet are going to be kind of wide. So separate. So here's the normal lunge position, right? You just step out and go down. So we're going to get that one. We're going to start out wide and we're going to end narrow. So we're going to start out wide. We'll do 5 reps wide. It's going to feel really weird for some of you guys. Then we'll go back to that normal stance. We'll do 5 that way. Then I'm going to take that back leg. I'm going to put it right behind this front leg, right? So when I go down, my knee should end up right behind my foot, not outside of it. So right behind my foot, and my back foot is right behind my knee, right? And then I come back up. So we'll do 5, 5, 5, right? With the push-up, we're going to do it this way. So here's our normal push-up, right? Hands underneath the shoulders, feet together, butt squeeze, abs tight. We'll do 5 that way. Then you're going to move your left hand in front of your right hand, right? We're going to do 5 that way. Then we're going to move our right hand in front of our left, and we'll do 5 that way, right? Now, to make this a little bit more manageable for people, creep that hand, right? Don't start that hand out here. That's going to be a little ridiculous and frankly, a little too challenging for some people. So, all you're going to do is offset them, right? You might have to move it out a little bit too, right? So, that's our first 3 exercises. We're going to go through 3 rounds of that, and then we'll move on to 3 other exercises. Simple enough, right? So, we'll get our minute. So once we do 1 round, we'll take a minute off, and we'll do a round, minute off, go through 3 times. All right, first one, bear swim. All right, tabletop position. This is probably going to be a little harder than you think. All right, especially when we're doing 10 reps a side. All right, here we go. Knees up, swim around, Swim around. Other side. Whoop, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Last one. Woo. All right. Now, we're in that wide lunge. 5 reps. All right, just a little bit wider than shoulder width. Or hip width, sorry. 2, 3. Make sure you're trying to drive off the front leg. 5. Normal width. All right, normal width. 3, 4, 5. And then, foot behind foot. So just standing there, for some of us, might be a little challenge. All right, knee's gonna go right behind that foot. Try not to hurry through these. 4, just a couple more. Good. Now we got the other side. Wide. Normal. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that foot behind that other foot. 5. Knee should be behind that front foot. 3, 4, 5. Good. Push-ups. 5 normal. My shoulders are still tired from the other day. Now, let's go left hand a little in front of the right hand. 5 more. If that was challenging for you, move your feet apart a little bit. All right, so give yourself a bigger base of support. All right, right hand in front of the left a little bit. 5 more. And we'll take a minute. And then we'll go back to that. Back to a little bear swim. All right? So this is how today's gonna go. All right? These exercises, think of as more your non-traditional strength exercises. Why, guys, why? I hear you. All right, well, I might as well go check while we got this minute. Guys, where you going? All right, we're up. Bear swim. We're up. It's a little more challenging than you would have thought, huh? Now, maybe it's too challenging, right? My next rep, I'm gonna show you what you need to do. Right? Right, so we'll go boom, boom. Don't bring that hand all the way around. All the way around. Try to stay here. Try not to open. I think we got 2 more. Wide lunge. I'll go this way first. Boom. 30. 2 more. Regular lunge. Inline lunge. Two, 3, 4, 5. Good. Other side, wide lunge. All right, so I'm here and back. Right, not here. Right, not here. Here. Regular. Inline. All right, that back knee should be right behind that front foot. 3, 4, 5, good. Push-ups. Oh, oh. 5 push-ups. Let's go right hand in front of the left hand. 5 more. Remember, if you need to, widen that base of support with your feet. So move your feet out a little bit from each other. Right? It'll make it a little bit more manageable. 4, one more. Switch sides. Same thing, 5 here. Got another minute, and then we go again. How are we doing? We good? We good? Nothing little Marion can't fix. Wow! Ah, we're right there. All right, last time, bear swim. Same thing applies, right? If we're having trouble keeping our cores tight, keeping stability, just move your legs up just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more. Maybe move your hands in just a little bit more. So your base of support is more of a equilateral triangle rather than an isosceles. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. One more each way. Woo! All right, lunge, wide. We'll start right foot forward this time. Four, last one. 5, normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch them. Wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In line. 1, woo. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, why? Let's do push-ups and then I'll ask the question. Regular. Left in front of right. Right in front of left. Good. All right, so we got a minute or two here. Now, why would being able to do a lunge like this be important? All right, so you guys are like, I don't have enough mouse fat. Yeah, you're right. We're working on not only leg strength, but balance in the same component, which is what you're gonna have to do in life, right? Or athletics or whatever. But balance is the key to preserving life, right? So when you look at this as being like well, I'm not very good at that, so I don't want to do that. You can say that, or you can say, I'm not very good at that. If I improve that, what else does that improve? How does that help me? And a lot of things that we do in the gym, we're trying to improve that outlook on outside of the gym and the performance on outside of the gym. It doesn't matter if you're in sports, it doesn't matter if you're athletic or do a lot of stuff outside actively, but it translates to you because you, at the very minimum, go from the gym to your car, right? That's at the very minimum, right? At the very minimum, you get up off of the couch to go into the kitchen, to go into the fridge, right? So you need to be able to do those things to be able to do those things. These things are actually just helping you do that. Even if it has nothing to do with sports, even if it has nothing to do with athletic performance, any of that stuff, right? Okay, so here's our next three. All right, we have a V shuffle, a lateral shuffle. All right, we have a power push-up. We have a power push-up, which I'll show you what all these are. All right, and then a squat, hold squat with an upper body opener. That's going to be the least taxing of these three, and it's more of a mobility drill than it is a strength drill. So what you're going to need to do is think of a V shape here, right? So I'm going to go V out probably like 5 feet that way, V 5 feet this way. So if I go to the right, I'm going to start with my right foot forward. And all I'm going to do is shuffle right? And then I'm going to shuffle back. If I go to the left, I'm going to flip my feet, and I'm going to shuffle left, shuffle back. If I go to the right, flip my feet, right, shuffle. Right? So that's the first exercise. Second exercise is our power push-up. So the legs and the arms are going to work together here, right? So I'm going to do a push-up, right, here, but what's going to happen is I'm going to go back to here, right? So I'm using momentum in this one, right? So like I said before in some of these workouts, sometimes momentum is not what we're looking for, sometimes it is. This movement, we're looking for momentum to give you that rhythm back and forth, right? We want to time that well. So your lower body and upper body do a job together, right? So that's the power push-up. Hold squat with the upper body opener. This one's easy. We're going to try to get into a sitting squat, just like this. Now, the only thing we're doing, reaching that arm back, reaching that arm back, right? So, everything is 10, right? 10 aside. So I'm going to shuffle 10 each way. That's going to take a second, right? I'm going to do my 10 back and forth in that power push-up. I'm going to do 10 arms each way. And then we rest, we do it again. Easy enough, right? So we're going to start with our V shuffle. Whatever way I'm going is the leg that is leading me there, right? So if I go right, my right foot is going to be forward. If I go left, my left foot is going to be forward. Take, I don't care how many, 2, 3 steps each way, right? So 1, 2, 3, then I shuffle back, then I switch. 1, 2, 3, shuffle back, switch. Switch it. 2, switch. 3, 4. I'm going to shorten my, right? So you can still see me, not that you need to. I don't know where we're at. I'm going to call that 8. All right, 2 more each way. All right, that change, right, back here, don't necessarily try to explode out of it, right? Because that change of direction is much higher risk than just going forward, right? It's much higher risk. So we want to organize to get back, right? Rather than ba-ba, right? We're not pro athletes, right? Let's just go switch and go, right? Power push-ups, 10 of them. Two more. Good. Good. That's it. That's it. Sit in our squat. All right, find that position. Open as much as you can. Try to keep your feet pointed forward if you can. See that guy? Look at him. He's going that way. Last one. All right, so we got a little break. There we go again. Okay. In the front, in the back. All right, kids. Here we go. V shuffle, right? V shuffle. Again, on that switch from one side to the other side, don't try to be a hero. Just consciously switch sides and then go. All right, here we go. I don't know what number we're on. Let's call that 8. Let's call this 9. Wait. 2 more. 9, 10. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! What you done started. Okay. That's it. Ooh. Awesome. Na. Got a minute and one more round of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh, na, na. Oh, na, na, na. Yup. All right, 10 seconds and we go. Last round of this one. And then we got a short one. We got one more little group, and it's very short. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start left this time. Here we go. Synchronize. Integrate. Upper and lower together. Yeah, squat, upper body opening. Here we go. 5 more. Knowing that I won't. All right, good. So we have quickly, we'll take a minute here, but then right after that minute, 2 rounds of this back to back. All right, so we're not going to, so it's very quick. All right, there's a side shuffle and it's really back and forth, right? So it's really just, all right, there's 5 of those. Then, this is where you're gonna need your chair, bench, sofa, whatever. All right, hang that back leg. All right, then, there's 5 jumps aside. And then right back to the 5 and 5. 5 jumps aside, done. All right, very, very simple, very, very easy. Both, not just simple, both. All right, mindset. It's very easy. All right, so we got it. So it's 5 aside, back and forth. 5 jumps aside, 5 aside, back and forth. 5 jumps aside, we out. Got it? Let's start it off right now. This should take us less than 2 minutes. Ready? I'm ready. Here we go. You. 5 aside. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Five left. Walk it out. Take your hands, put them on your butt cheeks. Push your butt cheek forward, chest out. Right arm across. Switch sides. Take your left hand, grab your left ankle. If you need a wall, use a wall. Get this knee to stay under your hip, right? So try to stay here. If you pull it out here, it's gonna change the angle. That's okay. but this is a little bit more optimal in terms of the lines of pull that we want. And then I switch sides. Good. And that's it, kiddos. Do what I can, my man. Do what I can. All right? A lot of these days, I don't feel like doing it either.